Hey riders, Sunday morning. Welcome to the Team GRC Sunday Short Race. Today we are doing one of the challenge routes from the Vive la France Easy Challenge, I think it is. I think that's where we're from here. Not too sure. I think I've done all these ones. I did the Easy Challenge. I didn't do the medium. Haven't done the hard. There's too many challenges right now. I can't keep up with all of them. Just got the little bit of rotating map view here for you. Hovering over Purple Bengal. Purple Bengal should be well suited for this route. So what we got today, folks, is 15.83 kilometers with only 293 meters of climbing. So we're just under 10 miles, 1,000 feet of climbing. This one, it depends how you want to ride it. Depends how you want to race this. We could see some big power numbers going for the win. We could see some of the climbers potentially putting a little bit of an upset here. So let's jump to the camera mode because we will be getting underway real quick. So as you can see here on the profile on the bottom, we've got a few rollers at the beginning, a little bit of ups and downs, a little bit of a descent here before we start the climb. And I'm going to guess, the majority of the total climbing is in this little segment here. So the first three, let's say the first 5 kilometers, probably suited more to the climbers. Problem here for them will be is that some of the big hitter number people, like the higher wattage numbers, they're going to be fresh. This is a pretty more of a route for a puncher, someone that can deal with these shorter climbs and attack them really hard, whereas the lighter, pesky climbers don't really have an advantage at that point. Then we enter a descent. And then it's kind of more false flatty, ups and downs, with one hard kick right at the end. So let's see how this one breaks out. So obviously we're starting off here. Just let this thing settle down. There's so many riders at first, it's hard to follow anyone. So I just kind of let it do what it's going to do here at first. I think we're still on Purple Bengal at this moment. She's sitting in 20th position, 21st position. I see lots of names I know here. There's David 1951, GTZR 3000, hey Oscar, SR 71, good morning John, still morning for John. Eves Courts here, I know if that's not the right name, but that person is Eves. Peter Vargas here, interesting, very interesting here. Thomas Lynn, Granddad Rick, Rama's back, Biker AP. So let's check this all out today, folks. Looks like things have settled down. Now I feel comfortable moving around a little bit. I'm just going to bounce quickly into the map mode again. You can see it stretching out here really fast. Going into a downhill right now for the front runners. A couple of people at the back here are just finishing off a little bit of that ascent, and we'll be dropping down here soon as well. Let's jump right back in. Get to the front. Check out our hitters up front. Hitters and the pretend hitters, or the super strategic people that want to hang with the hitters and get a little bit of a pull and hang on for dear life. Lots of Stefan Schmidt's here. Stefan Schmidt, as of last Thursday, was leading the Muckers Worldwide Championship Series. I haven't looked at the end results. I believe Neil has it posted, but don't forget too, Neil went on vacation Friday morning. So maybe he's working on it now. I will have a look later today and check that out. So he had, I believe, an 18-point lead over, I think it's El Roland. I think so. Anyways, let's get back to our group here. Eves Court, Rubu, Mike HPL Cycling. So this is, this is Mike. So Mike has been in the Discord for a little bit. Haven't seen him around much lately. Actually, haven't seen him on Rouvy. Summertime, probably riding outside a lot. Very strong rider. Eddie's here. Eddie DN71. Shunik is here. Ooh, Jerkup's back as well. Very strong rider. So a couple weeks back, I think it was 2 Sundays ago, Jerkup and Shunik were battling for top position with, I believe it was a rider called Mark J. Rubu's here. Spin Jedi Paul is here. Mortaneo, Bashak right at the front here as well. GTZR 3000. So here's Dog Trips. Here's Stu. So I got to finally know Stu's name over the last few days. Had a lot of fun chats in the YouTube channel. Inside Cycling World. Don't forget, jump on board, like, subscribe, do all your fun stuff there for me. It really helps me out. If people don't like and subscribe, I don't get pushed ahead in the YouTube algorithm. And you probably watch a lot of YouTube as well. Like, People always complain, 83% of my riders aren't subscribers. Well, yeah, I know how it feels. And I know why people ask for it. And you got to do it. So yeah, if you can help me out that way, subscribe, like the videos, drop comments. So we got Bashock at the front here, Clydesdale type rider, big number rider, riding on the front, gravity in full effect here, folks. Bounce to the back. They're on the downhill right now. Going to be starting the climb soon. Tony Yeager probably started the ride very late. I would expect to see Tony more towards the front. So Tony probably jumped in this a little bit late, missed his start time. And I believe this is one of Tony's first rides back, because Tony travels a lot for work. I forget what Tony does. I got to think he's some kind of software guy, engineer type guy. Not the engineering I'm used to. I'm used to more of like petroleum engineers, things like that. But maybe he's a software guy. Anyways, we've got Ron Kahn here, our rider body. Daniel, look at this new rider. Matty Dog, a level 4 rider. Great job jumping into a race, chasing after Wartall right now. Same with Daniel, 1285 here. Newer rider. I mean, when you're a level 4 or you're a level 5 like Daniel is, you've been riding on Rouvy for maybe a week or so. Unless you don't ride very much. Maybe you're still riding outside. Des Dyer, pursuing Eat More Cake, who's with Rama. And, who's this? Thomas B61, new name here. We got PJD131, Canadian rider. It's amazing seeing these names that I have never seen before. Jav Carew, Daniela Bini, is that right? Or Danielle Albany. Okay, yeah, there we go. We got senior looks like we got a senior Polish rider here. Maybe that's what that stands for. Steven's here as well. Great to see Steven out joining us today. Tuna Tornadoes back in action. Haven't seen Tuna for a while. Granddad Rick, SR71. Thomas Lynn. Here's Alex. Alex in the GRC jersey, riding with Ciclista Carlo, who I saw last week. I see Brian BGM 151 just up ahead. Biker AP working his way up through the field. Peter Otruba chasing after Oscar. So we're on the climb, folks. Let's get to the front. I see Spin Jedi's name here. We'll be right in the front pack. Oh, just off the front. So it looks at this point we've got probably 4 riders in that front group. Stefan putting in a huge attack here. Putting some pressure on. I think for most people here, if you're like a really solid hitter, not someone like myself who might go out and blow themselves up on the first hill and then struggle at the back, now is the time to make your move. If you can get over the top of this hill first, you might be gone. You might be uncatchable. I think that's what Stefan's doing. However, we've got Shunik 40 meters back, riding with Jerkip. These two know each other as well. I know they've ridden together. Shunik told me that they know each other. Very, probably familiar with each other's riding styles. Yves Quartz here as well. So we've got 3 riders chasing the one up front. Can Stefan get away? Mike HPL Cycling. And I believe Mike HPL Cycling is Bikes by Mike. He's on YouTube. Check his stuff out. Spin Jedi, currently 100 meters back, right in the mix. Mortoneo's there. So we got a lot of riders that will be able to help each other. Eddie DN71. There's a group of 3 there. Rubu's 100 meters back, just ahead of Bashock. So Bashock right now is wishing that he could cut off one of his legs, drop his weight by a good 20-30 kilos to keep up with the lightweights. Peter Otruba is there as well. Biker AP, yeah, looking good, looking strong. Lots of riders coming up here. Stu's here, Ciclista Carlo, Oscar, GTZR 3000. I think Oscar, his avatar name is named after his bike, I believe. Here's Peter Varga. Seen the name around a lot. Alex Hitting. I've seen this name before. Thomas Lynn. So, we're back to 20th place here riders. All still super strong riders here. Everyone's pushing 3 watts per kilo plus up these climbs. Look at this, 3 watts per kilo out of SR71 here. Here's Tuna, 3 watts per kilo. Stand to See, looks like a Czech rider. Riding up here, 3.8 watts per kilo, chasing after 3 riders just ahead of him. Tuna Tornado, SR71, and Granddad Rick in his sights. And take a look at Standa here too. Level 7 rider. Depending how much you ride, you can get to level 7 very quick. It gets harder as you get higher. There's more points needed for every level. It just keeps getting harder and harder and harder. The early levels come quick. So that's great to see. I mean, look at Standa here on a starter Rouvy bike. You know, low level, doing a great job here. We got Senior Pole up ahead. Senior PL, Pole, Polish. I'm sure that's what they're going for there. Stephen Ludford right there as well, riding with a Mucker's teammate, BGM 151. This is Brian. Then we're going to go back to Danielle Albini, our Italian rider here. Only a level 14 as well. Let's get back to the front here quick. I want to see if Stefan's holding on here. Yeah, Stefan pushing a steady 5 watts per kilo. Yves Court, Shunnick, and Jerkip working hard together. They have pulled him back a little bit. We're only talking 25 meters difference. I'm thinking that once we get on the downhill, the 3 behind will be able to power back and catch up with Stefan. Stefan putting in a brave move here, trying to get away. And I'm going to say maybe, hopefully he hasn't pushed too hard, but I do know Stefan's ability as well. Very strong rider. I think this is well within him. I think when he does get caught, I think it's kind of inevitable that he will not fall out of the back of that group. He will be easy able to ride with them. So you can see here Stefan's not pushing 5 anymore. Getting back up there though, making them work for it. Here comes Shunnick. Shunnick is coming up this hill now. Shunnick, Yves Court. They can see Stefan now. They've pulled him back. It's all coming back together, folks. So now we have our 4 riders back at the front. Bikes by Mike is only less than 200 meters back. Followed up with Paul, Spin Jedi, riding close to 5 watts per kilo. Eddie, chasing Paul's heels as is. Martineo are on the same bend here. They're all right there. Biker AP, 150 meters back. Bashak can see Biker AP. We've got Peter O'Trubia. Great job by Peter. Peter's put in a big effort here to hang at the front here. Rubu's right there as well, decked out in the GRC jersey. You can see Bashak just up ahead in the other GRC jersey. Ciclista Carlo, not that far back from them, followed by Stu, Dog Trips. Again, appreciate all of Stu's comments in the YouTube channel. It really helps me out. We're trying to grow, folks. We are trying to grow. It seems like I can get a new subscriber. Yeah, let's talk about the channel. Inside Cycling World. We've been around. I've been doing this for a year and a half now. A year and a half. And hey, happy birthday, I guess. Kind of. Or happy anniversary. I think this is my 100th video. Pretty sure this is my 100th video today that I put in. I think in the first 6 months, or the first 8-9 months, from the period of January 2023 to the beginning of October 2023, when I went on that Power Trip show, that big metal concert out in California. I want to get back to the front and see how they're hanging here. I only had a handful of videos, maybe 10, 12 videos, something like that. And then I started pumping them out. So let's say we went from 10, 12 videos to I've thrown on another 88 to 90 videos in that time frame. So trying to push the numbers up. It was going really well for a while. Got distracted doing other stuff. So I'll make as many videos as I possibly can, schedule allowing. So you can see these 4 riders at the front now. They're just going to accelerate away from the others, gaining up to about a kilometer lead, which will come down when they hit the flats, and the other ones are still rocking down the hill. Let's jump to the back and cheer someone. So here's Ron at the back, 44th. So we have 44 riders on board. Again, I keep saying this. This is Sunday. Beautiful summer. We're in a little bit of our nicest part of the summer here. Celsius-wise, I think we're going to 33 degrees today. So nice and toasty. That's probably like 92 degrees Fahrenheit. For Calgary, Alberta, Canada, that's pretty decent. And it feels like a real summer finally. We've got like 6-7 days of this weather. I think actually on, I think it's Wednesday, I think we're going to get close to probably the high 90s. And then kind of a significant cool off where we're going to be just under normal with a bit more rain, but like kind of some really fresh nights, like getting down to the 7 and 8 degrees at night. So yeah, looking forward to that as well. Daniel here again, low-level rider, new Merkman. Not sure if I've seen this rider. We got Rosa here, Matty Dog. Here's another new rider. Des Dyer, Wartall. Let's just bounce up. I just want to see. Let's find the new name of the day. Okay, so we got Jav Curry here. Oh, and they stopped. They just put their foot down. Got on his bike. Reached over on the side shelf like most of us have for our bike setups. You got a shelf. And yes, there we go, folks. Right before our eyes. This is my story. Sticking to it. I've done this. I reach over to get my water. Oh, I don't have a water bottle with me. At that point, you know you're going to die if you don't have your water, if you're pushing that hard. Jump off, race to the kitchen, grab that water bottle, jump back on the bike, and away we go, just like Yav Curry is doing here. Or Yav Carew. Thomas up ahead. Orielli's here. Awesome. I see this lady's name everywhere now. Stephen Ludford. We're going to keep bouncing up. We're looking for new names for folks. Purple Bengal here. Just coming out of her strong suit, the climbs. Chasing after Danielle Albany. Not sure if it's a Danielle or a Daniel. Hard to tell at this point. Granddad Rick. I think I've seen everyone. So yeah, here's Standa. This rider's doing really well here. Riding a little bit solo at this point. Varga Peter. Okay, so I think we've covered everyone today, folks. Let's get right to the front now. Get right to the front where the 4 hitters are hanging out. Yep, we got our 4 hitters here. Jerkip, Stefan Schmidt, Shunnick, Yves Court. Very strong. 500 meters back, so you can see here how that 1 kilometer spread got shrunk down. You know, you'll hear me say it all the time, the accordion effect. The rubber band. I usually say accordion. Some people say rubber band effect. It's the stretching, you know, the distance is changing as you're going on an uphill as a leader. The people behind you are coming on a downhill. It looks like they're reeling you back, but they're not really. Technically, I guess they are. They're reeling you back. But soon as they hit the uphill, they're going to slow down again, and it'll probably settle. You get over the uphill, and you take off again. That's why I always say, and you've heard in past videos, get that one little bump between you and other riders, and it's always that constant game of them trying to play that accordion game where it gets stretched out, pull back, stretched out, pull back. There was a lot of hand motion going on there, so yeah. Hey, you know, talk about it again, 100th episode. I think this, yeah, I should have called them these episodes. But the 100th video, I did really want to have the camera on for this. I just never got around to it today. It's coming real quick. I know I've said it before. I'm going to keep saying it. Yeah. False promises. Spent the whole day outside working in the yard yesterday at 30 degrees Celsius plus. So we were outside working all day. Came back in the house and I thought, oh, yeah, thank you. I'm done. And it's a really dry hot here. Where I live, you never really get humidity here. So, and I know humidity's worse. But sometimes that really, really dry air too feels like you're sitting inside like an oven. It just sucks all the moisture out of you. Whereas the humid, hot heat, the humidity with the heat just makes you just soak, right? They're both pretty wicked. Came in the house. Wife goes in the shower. Joey Jojo. And then she's like, hey, do you want to go to town and mow the lawn in town for me at the dental clinic? And I'm like, yeah, perfect. Sign me up. I think at this point I was on my 2nd t-shirt of the day. I was sweating so bad being outside in that heat. Put my 3rd t-shirt on. We went into town, did all that. Came home and then we just relaxed. I feel fried today. Didn't even do a bike ride yesterday. Will get on the bike later today. Probably still work on getting the camera set up and all that kind of stuff, figuring out which internet I'm going to use. We're still bouncing around between 2 internet providers here. That's got to end soon. Okay, so have we seen changes at the front? Urquip, Stefan, Yves Court, Shunnick, they're all together. This last kick here at the end, this is where it's going down, folks. I mean, there is some false flat coming up. We're in a bit of a descent right now, but there will be a little kick, a little downhill right here on the profile. Then we will be on a very false flat, 1-2% through this section, downhill into this last kick. That's when you got to go. Wonder if anyone here is going to throw some tactics out the window and kind of maybe go for an early move. Chasing behind these four, we've got two riders, Spin Jedi and Mike HPL Cycling. I think Mike's from Toronto in Canada, so good to see Mike here representing, and good to see Spin Jedi here. Both riding strong together. So they've got a 400-meter lead over Eddie and Mortoneo. Bouncing back. Look at all these legends here. Look at the yellow here. Peter Otruba, Bashak, Biker AP, Ciclista Carlo. So we got three riders chasing. Oops, sorry, I screwed that up. Yeah, we got three riders here. Peter, Bashak, and Biker AP all together. Bouncing back a couple hundred meters, we got Rouvy and Ciclista Carlo. So those two are together. Bouncing back again, we got another group of two, Hitting and Peter Varga. Okay, I think me and Peter are friends on Strava. I think that's where I know Peter's name from. Pretty sure. Less than 100 meters back, we got Stu for Dog Trips here with Alex. Hey, Alex, looking good. Level 67, Alex. Great job. I'm pretty sure Alex has only been on Rouvy since last fall. Like, Alex, let me know if that's true or not. I'm almost positive. Alex has been around the Discord and my YouTube channel for quite a while. Probably one of the originals. It's funny when I do see a comment, like there are some like what I call OG subscribers who comment once in a while. And it's like, yes, you're one of the originals. You got me going. Here's Oscar. I'm going to try to do some of Oscar's events. Isn't Oscar's events America's Watts? I believe that's what it is. Let me know, Oscar. Thomas Lynn, 19th position, riding with this C. Standa character. It's looking very sharp. C. Standa, just over 60, maybe 63 kilograms, something like that. Granddad Rick, chasing them. Not that far back. John Chady's here. John, is it Chady or Shady? That's it. John Slim Shady. Here we go. I know, not very creative, but let's just throw that out there for today. We're all trying to get slimmer, right? Up the power a little bit. But it's easier to lose weight at a certain point than it is to generate more power. If you're an older, middle-aged dude, I guess, just lose some weight. Then your power to weight ratio is going to go up no matter what. Yeah, John looking good here. Well over 3 watts per kilo with Tuna Tornado. They should work well together. Here's our Italian friend, Albini, and Purple Bengal coming up, riding her way up through the riders. So she's at 24th position right now. But yeah, this is where she rides well. Like, just great power to weight ratio. Brian, David, 1951. Okay, folks, we're going to get back to the front here. We're going to stick around with the hitters. I hate when I miss things. Pushing hard, 5 watts per kilo, Stefan, Eves, Jerkip, and Shunik. Again, falsified here. I said 1 to 2%. Looks like we're in that range right now. 2.7, 2.9. It's going to kind of like vary 1 to 3% through here. Then we're going to start a little bit of a downhill, maybe a couple of percent at most. And then I think like the mother of all bombs are going off because we're so close to the finish. We are 1.1 kilometers to the finish, with half of it being a downhill where they're not going to get away from each other, and the last part being a steep wall. Look at this. Jerkip's off the front already. Jerkip's going right now, folks. 9 watts per kilo going. Shunik reacts. Stefan's winding it up right now. Eves Court's winding it up too. So Jerkip tried to go early there to get a bit of a lead going into the downhill. Has pulled it off. 14-meter lead over Shunik right now. 13 meters. Shunik's coming back hard though. Pushing hard. Jerkip has the advantage here, bombing down the hill. A little bit of a roll here. Check out the profile on the top left-hand side. You can see the bit of a wall coming. I'm going to guess 11-12% Shunik's on his wheels. But they did knock out Stefan Schmidt and Eves Court out the back. Shunik over his shoulder, powering through at 8 watts per kilo. Jerkip's going to have to react here. Stefan now is coming up from behind. Look at Eves Court go. Eves Court coming over Shunik as well. Eves Court powering through 11 watts per kilo here, riders. Check, just pushing hard all the way to the finish. Yves Court just timed that perfectly when he caught Shunnick there. Still powering, still powering. Looks like an 80-kilogram rider anyways. Yves Court for first place, folks. Wow. I did not expect that. Shunnick looks like he got second. Stefan Schmidt coming in, followed by Jerkip. So it looks like Yves Court held. So Jerkip went for the... what am I trying to say here? He went on a solo break. Didn't wait till the final uphill wall to make the attack. Look, that's where I was expecting it. But I did also say someone might throw tactics out the window and go for an early, a different move, which he did. He just couldn't hold it all the way. Shunnick caught him, dragged the other riders back, and Yves Court put in a massive attack. Look at Mike here. Mike's now attacking the hill. And this is kind of what I was expecting. Mike's going into the hill, 7 watts per kilo. It's a good, nice drag up here at 12% gradient, 15, 14% as well. Spin Jedi is right on his wheels, though. Ooh, there'll barely be any draft here, but over the top, now we're going to get into it. Jedi's in the draft, both pushing 5 to 6 watts per kilo here. We come around the corner. We're only a couple hundred meters to go through these little buildings here. In Italy, just tiny little streets. Mike's still pushing hard at 6.5 watts per kilo. Jedi hanging on. Will he come over his shoulder? 130 meters to go. Coming to the finish. Less than 100 meters. Both riding strong, just cranking it up. Spin Jedi just digs deep at the end and takes that position. They were separated by no more than, say, 12 inches. Mortoneo coming in now. Resting. Mortoneo is just catching a couple of breaths here, getting ready for the big attack up the hill. Mortoneo powering up now, getting on Eddie's wheel. Here we go, 12%, folks, immediately. It's just like flat to boom wall. Mortoneo, 12 watts per kilo. Looks like they're pulling away from Eddie as it is. Yep, put a dent into Eddie. Okay, Mortoneo might have done enough there. Hopefully they got enough left in the tank to keep away. Mortoneo, 7th place. Here comes Bashak. So Bashak got around Eddie there. They must have been right side by side, and I just missed Bashak off the back. Eddie's now 17 meters back. So Mortoneo's going to get 7th place. Bashak's going to come in for 8th. First GRC rider coming in. Let's point that out. Great ride by Bashak here. For quite a hilly course. Eddie will be coming in for 9th. You can just see Bashak around the corner. Too close to the finish now. Here comes Biker AP as well. Biker AP trying to catch Eddie right at the finish. Okay, I don't want to miss anyone here. Peter Otruba coming in for 11th place. Ciclista Carlo. And Rubu coming in, hitting the wall. Rubu launches into an attack as they hit the wall. Trying to put a bit of a gap between him and Ciclista Carlo. Yeah, he pulled it off. Out to 20 meters already. So we got these two riders coming in for 12th and 13th place. Rubu should hang on to 12th place here with a 40-meter gap now. Carlo's coming in. Still pushing nice and hard here. Almost close to 5 watts per kilo. Then we got Alex and Stu, the dog trip man, coming in. So I'm going to jump back to those two, see how this is going to go up. It looks like Alex put an attack. Oh, and here comes Hitting. Trying to get over Stu's shoulder. Here's Alex. 14th position. He made the break, got a gap, and now is in relaxed recovery mode, kind of. He was under 3 watts per kilo, just catching a breath. Hitting has gotten over Stu's shoulder here. Stu's trying to counter. Stu's coming back, folks. Here we are in the finishing shoot. Stu comes back, dog trips, powers over Hitting's shoulder. Gets his position back. Excellent effort there. Here comes Peter Varga, riding solo at this point. I think Peter was part of those groups. And it all kind of fell apart on that false flatty downhill into the wall section. So GTZR 3000 has just finished the wall. Here's something to look at. Our newcomer, C. Standa, battling it out with Thomas Lynn here. Going into the downhill, just coming out of the downhill, it's a bit flatter here, carrying lots of speed, 60 kilometers an hour plus. Getting ready to take that left-hand bend once we go over the bridge here, up the wall. So you can see we're going over a small bridge. Left-hand bend, wall. Instant wall here. Right into that really hard stuff. Thomas Lynn digging deep. Oscar's just finishing up the road in 18th position. So Thomas Lynn, C. Standa here, battling it out for 19th and 20th place. Excellent battles. C. Standa really digging deep here. This newcomer to Rouvy knows what they're doing on the bike, knows how to race. puts an attack at the perfect moment there. Quickly gapped out to 50 meters on Thomas. So yeah, Standa is riding 5-6 watts a kilo. I can tell Thomas has shut it down. Well, he shut it down like, 20 seconds ago and said, yep, enough. I'm just going to go cruisy to the finish. Accomplished everything I need to do today. Great job, Thomas. Yeah, so Thomas here riding a lot easier than what they were before. Take a look at this. We got Tuna Tornado, SR71 coming up. They're finished the climb. SR71's trying to power ahead. Tuna Tornado is chasing hard at 6 watts per kilo. John looks like he's shutting it down or dropped a gear there. Tuna Tornado comes over his shoulder. John's reacting. 21st and 22nd place for those two riders. Grandad Rick coming in as well. The majority of these riders I'm seeing here right now are heavily involved with Team GRC and the Discord group. Jump in the Discord, don't forget. The link to the Team GRC channel is at the top on the main page of the YouTube channel here, Inside Cycling World. So just click that link. You'll jump in. A bunch of people are going to say hi to you. It's a text channel. You don't have to talk. You don't have to expose your voice to the world like I do pretty much every day. Yeah, just text with people in there. You're going to learn so much stuff. Again, we've got race talk. We've got fun talk. We've got like memes going on. We've got the comedy section. We've got the charcuterie board. Don't forget about that. See all the delightful meals that people eat after their rides when they're on vacation. We've got our Jersey stuff in there. There's so much stuff to do in there. You're always going to find someone to ride with. So jump in the channel. Don't be afraid. We welcome everyone. Whether you've been riding 50 years or you're a month in, just get in there. Doesn't cost you anything. Be involved as much as you want or as little as you want. So BJ and Brian here coming in with Stephen Lutford. These two are just cruising in now. 1-2 watts per kilo. Great ride, guys. David 1951 right with them. I missed that part there. Sorry, David. This is a newcomer today, Thomas B61, riding solo, 29th place. Got a big gap over Oriel E here. Again, Discord, remember, you could join it and not be involved. That's up to you. You can join it and see that we're all chatting about doing some group ride together or some race together or how we're going to tackle some challenges as a group together. And you might think, hey, this sounds like a good idea to me. I'm going to jump in. You don't have to be involved in the convo if you don't want to be. But you can listen along and see what we're talking about. As much or as little as you want. So Thomas is going to have 29th. Bouncing back to Aurelie here. Got a 30-meter gap over Tony. Hey, check this out. Yeah, so Tony was dead last at the beginning. Went from 44th up to 31st place, so passed a lot of riders en route, riding strong. Great job, Tony. I don't think Tony's been on the bike for... Tony, would I be correct in saying you haven't been on the bike in almost 2 weeks? Pretty sure. Tony's a strong man, Ironman finisher. Yeah, stays in shape. Great job, Tony. So Orieli coming in for 30th, Tony coming in for 31st. Again, probably first ride back since he's been away. I think he was well overseas, probably suffering from extreme jet lag. I think he was just traveling home on Friday, maybe? Friday, I think I last saw that in the Discord. Here's Senior, 3 watts per kilo, 70 kilogram rider from Poland. Clyde, 235, Hillbilly, chasing, not that far behind, but we're getting pretty close to the finish. Nice finish here by Clyde. Pushing strong, pushing hard. Clyde definitely a larger rider, just like me. So good job, Clyde. Looks like Yav Karoo had a disconnect. See if they come back. So at this point, if you disconnect and you got the route downloaded, just keep pedaling. Just keep pedaling, folks. Rouvy will do its magic later and reset you where you would be on the course if you'd keep pedaling. It is kind of hard to do, but... Oh, I see we have some people that are further back. Rama's got a disconnect. Our water botter, yes, Ron. Power through. You're finished the hardest part. The hardest part's done, Ron. Just keep going. Now you get to go cruisy downhill for, say, so where are we at for Ron here? So I did say the first hardest part of the course would be 5 kilometers. It looks like it was 5.4 because Ron's almost there. Maybe it's going to be like 5.5 by the time Ron gets there. Let's hang out with Ron for a bit. Doing a great job here. I see Dez is up ahead. Dez is, quite a bit up the road. But here, Rama's broken down. waiting for team car to show up. A little bit of support. Maybe the neutral service car will show up. Ron, keep powering, dude. And you are over the top, Ron. You got her. So now I'm going to say Ron's probably got at least, 3 to 4 kilometers of recovery time. So if I was Ron here now, I would just soft pedal, if pedal at all. I just cruise all the way down, bring the heart rate right back down, and then get ready for the false flatty finish. You know, it's times like this I just want to jump in my bike and jump into an event like this. Although I can't because this is a race. And like, help Ron out. Give him a little bit of moral support. Maybe give him a bit of a draft. I guess that's why you can't jump in, because you could jump in and help people. I mean, I guess you can register for the race and ride it properly, but right now I couldn't jump in and just teleport myself in front of Ron. But yeah, Ron, excellent work. And Ron's a level 87. Matty Dog's doing good too. So Matty Dog is 4.5 kilometers ahead of Ron, doing some false flatty stuff. Good job, Matty. I don't know who you are. Let's take a look at Matty here. So where's Matty on the map? Cruising through his valley section, false flatty stuff. Matty Dog is a rider from the US. Let me see if I can click that again. Let's see what happens if I do this. Okay, I see what I'm doing. So back on Matty. Yeah, he's a US rider here. Like I said, new to Rouvy. We lost Daniel, 1285 behind us as well. Daniel is gone. So you never know why this happens. But Matty Dog is bound and determined to finish this baby. So pretty easy from this point out, Matty. Just watch that last little bump at the end. You're going to be like, that hurt. But then guess what? You're done for the day. Absolutely finished. Our wider body Ron here. Yep, perfect. Take it nice and easy down here. There's no point really cranking too hard through this stuff, folks, because you're already maxed out in speed. So just kind of chill. Des Dyer, just finishing up some of the false flatty stuff. Going to go into a little bit of a descent here at this point. Yav Kuru, we've lost him. I said that earlier. Not sure if they're still riding or not. Wartall is just up the road. Oh, just getting into the hard stuff here. Great job, Wartall. This is a rider I've never had any communication with. I don't know who this is. Where they ride out of, how long they've been on Rouvy. They are level 31, so they've been on all winter, I'm guessing. We got Merkman up ahead. Yep, sorry, Merkman. I did see you earlier. Merkman coming into the finish. Not that far now, a couple hundred meters to go. So Merkman's going to get 36th place, followed up by Wartall on 37th. Yav Kuru, we're not sure if they're gone yet. Probably gone. So I'm going to say Dez is going to finish in 38th. Matty Dog will be our 39th finisher because we have a rider that's not actually connected right now ahead. So great job by Matty here. Matty, if you ever see this video, jump in the Discord. Join up with us. Team GRC is waiting for you. And Ron. Here's Ron. So Ron, you know what? Like I keep saying, it's Sunday, July. What's the date? Is it the 19th? Is it 20th? I'm not even sure. Wow, it's the 21st. Time's flying. July 21st, Sunday morning for some of us in the States and Canada, Mexico, wherever you're from. Europeans are in the afternoon. You could be outside riding. I thank you so much for joining us in these Team GRC rides. It's only getting bigger and better, folks. If we're pulling 44 riders now on the best days that you can ride outside, imagine what it's going to be like next December when there's snow on the ground, when it's cold, when it's, forever gray skies and rain in the UK, parts of Northern Europe where, it's just gray every day. We have a place like that in Canada too, on the west coast, Victoria, Vancouver. It's just gray every day and rains every day in the winter. They don't really get winter. That's what they get. So you just go outside, you get soaked every day. So Matty, new riders, get in the Discord, join up with us, feel the power of the group. Again, I will work on this camera thing I keep talking about, and we'll go from there. Okay, hey riders, I'll get this up soon, and I'm going to catch you again real soon. Later.